thermostat on my pickup. On the count of three, we'll say, hello, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody! This is Sidewalk's weekend filmmaking competition where you get to make a film under 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
In less than 48 hours within the context of the weekend. And to make things even more fun, we've got our set of inspiration items which are served to inspire you, to elevate you to new heights of creativity, to make something wonderful you wouldn't have normally thought to make. Congratulations for choosing to devote your weekend to probably the most fun you'll ever have in your life.
Okay, on the very front page there's some reminders. I won't go through all of them here because we're going to try to get you in and out as fast as we possibly can today, but keep in mind there are 44 teams, so we're going to move as quickly as possible. So read those. My cell phone number is on here. You may call if you have a question. Please don't call after 10, and don't call way after the scramble, and don't call if you get disqualified because you're mad, okay? It's happened.
We're Team Soppy Suit. I'm Stuart.
Team Soppy Suit?
Oh, no. Team Soppy Suit? That's our team. All right, it has a question mark at the end. Team Soppy Suit? All right. Stuart, Daniel, Zach. Soppy Suit, we've always called ourselves that because we like businessmen being wet.
All right, inspiration items. Basically, you're being judged how well you incorporate these into your program. The first, kind of the old standard, is the object. Everyone here, each team brought an object, and we're going to randomly distribute those amongst everybody. You may get your own object back, you might get somebody else's, but when you come up here for the selection stuff, you'll get a random object that has to be in your film.
The team's name is Insomniactive because I'm the one that paid the entry fee, so I got to pick the team name. And
that's a plug for your web design company.
That's right, web design, insomniactive.com. Why are we doing this?
Because we like to.
Oh, because he made us do it. That's why.
Also, in your film must be seen a sunrise or sunset. Now, yes, it's going to rain. Be creative. There's lots of ways you can see a sunrise or a sunset in a film. You can use your imaginations and do what you will with that.
I wanted it to be hurricane, but the timing didn't work out.
We're the Stickmen, and we're here for the July 2005 Sidewalk Film Scramble. We're here at Workplay Theater, and we won the last scramble with our 4-minute short titled Ripples, and we're here to win again.
Does anyone know who that is?
Who's that, man?
The next one is body of water.
As a location.
As a location. So you can't have a character who has a body of water. It actually needs to be a place you can be.
This is Jake Bridges, the 4th member of Soppy Suit.
This is Joe. Team Soppy Suit.
And then we're bringing back genre. Genres so far have been the most exciting, most fun thing, but we're not doing the double genre. We're doing genres with a style element.
1, 2, 3.
So think of the genre as kind of the container that the film is fitting into, and then the style kind of dictates how you're shooting it.
Good luck.
Come on. All right.
All right, we're the Stickmen.
Right there.
Here's your object. Okay. Choose well, or could affect
That is
the rest
not a
of your...
toss-back option, right?
Right, it's
Right.
not.
It's strictly an object. Pick randomly.
Pick a good one.
Pick a good
Or
one.
you're off
mad.
the team.
Yeah.
33.
33.
See what the object is.
It's small.
Pour that. What is
It's the thermostat from Ken McCracken's truck.
Thermostat.
It's a what? With a T?
buddy
Buddies. Like, you know, like Lethal Weapon. Imagine
Too old
that,
for
but
this
it's gonna
shit.
be romantic. But then I'm thinking lesbians, you know? Romantic and buddies and...
Genre is romance, and the style is buddy, as in Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. Our object is the smallest piano ever, and we've also got to work a body of water and a sunset into it. And so right now, we all start brainstorming. We'll all meet in about an hour at my place and start coming up with ideas, writing a script, and start knocking this crap out.
Team Soppy Soup.
Soppy soup. So we alter it.
Is there something in here?
There are two. This is your object. This is what
There's only
determines-
2 objects left?
42.
That's a good number.
42.
Does anyone want to do this? Dance.
What is that?
Sweet.
Action films have tremendous impact, continuous high energy, lots of physical stunts and activity. Possibly extended chasing, races, rescues, battles, martial arts, mountains and mountaineering, destructive disasters, floods, explosions, natural disasters, fires, etc. Fights, escapes, non-stop motions.
I want to hear what everybody.
Like a bank robbery kind of thing.
Yeah, I
or
was thinking
something.
like maybe bank
I mean, or is that
robbery
too cliche, or?
Bank robbery?
convenience store robbery.
Bunch of old guys like fleeing from the law. I like it.
So, putting them in a buddy flick, which is an action-adventure flick. Finding the particular scenario for the action-adventure flick is the next scenario. Are they? Yes, using using this.
Maybe they have a fake bomb that they rob.
I like that. That's exactly what I was thinking.
There you go.
All right, Insomniac active.
We've got 4 girls, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Love it.
I am not here for your personal pleasure.
The idea of, and we could very easily work the buddy thing into the personalities of the girls through the writing. But if you make them sort of Wiccans, and they're trying to summon up a romantic for one of the 4, well, instead of Satan coming out, you end up summoning Stan, who you just spirited away from his shower somewhere, covered in goat's blood, with a spider crawling out of his mouth or whatever. And the ending, the punchline that Chance came up with was, and then it ends with a 30-second commercial for Stan Leibowitz's supernatural travel agency, where you show this group of people being teleported into somewhere, maybe by a body of water.
We're Team Soppy Suit.
I don't have a really good grasp on what noir is. Like, all I can imagine is it's peanut business.
I see.
Peanut
Yeah, I
business
see. Like,
isn't really film noir though. It's
Yeah,
more
it is.
action adventure.
It's completely noir though.
what?
Peanut business. To where it doesn't all completely make sense. It's all really dark and like, there's that
It's just
woman
really
who's-
film noir is just like
imagine like 50s black and
But
white,
the
smoking
Sin
a
City,
cigarette.
Sin
like,
City really is a good
Yeah.
example of it.
Or if you've seen Blade Runner, that's noir.
Well, okay. I didn't know that.
Do you think we should try to focus on the clothespin for a minute? Just for a minute. Like, is there something we could do that's unusual with it? Maybe we could use it for a special effect, or... Like, it's so damn unusable. Yeah. I seriously dread the idea of having to film it in a sitcom style. If we're gonna just shoot at wide angles the whole way. So how about
we don't have to do it
how
the whole
about
way.
every time it's you start a scene in a sitcom way, but then the voiceovers begin, and we go to
That's
his
when we can
perspective.
do the film
Everything
noir.
gets dark and twisted.
That's that's what that's how we can intertwine it.
We start off by setting a comedic, silly mood, and then immediately something. It starts off with like something in your face, bam, dark.
Yeah.
Then
Then
it's
and then you hear a gunshot and the guy just kills you.
yeah, so it's like do boom, complete silence. I had to do it.
So that we're getting us about 6 hours sleep.
I feel pretty.
We know kind of.
Confident.
Yeah.
I feel as confident now as we were last time. I mean, it's. I think the shots are a little more complicated. I think that the
good luck on that, man.
Well, I think the shots are a little more complicated. There's a little more. There's a couple extra twists to this thing that there wasn't in last time.
Well, that's the soul food, or the kind of the female buddy movie is the group of women. I mean, it's the Steel Magnolias kind of thing.
Like that.
Well,
Stella
except
got a
the-
groove back or something.
But
That's more of a group.
But see, they call those chick flicks. They wouldn't call that a buddy. We could have two of the girls be cops. I mean, whatever. We can play it just.
I like bell pepper, so I cut it up, cut like half of it, put it in my mouth. I mean, it was the worst pain I've ever been in my life, and I broke the lemon pepper.
That pepper is kind of hot. Burning after the fact.
I know the Oh, we have the funny people here tonight.
All the funny people. Typing, all right?
Kevin and Michael, if you'll come and stand at the corner of this door when you're saying your first lines, and we'll get a chance to shoot you so that it looks like you're kind of peeking your head around the door.
Right.
Kevin, you'll come in and push him, kind of jostling him, and when he jostles you, come full into the room.
Okay.
So that when you say the business card line, you're standing somewhere right about here so that you can just hand the card to Mia. The other thing that you two are going to have to carry off is that at the very beginning, you're just trying to get the job done. But by the end of it, because you've gotten the job done together, this is the whole buddy thing, you're kind of buddies now.
All right, I'm gonna bend over the tub. When I get a good grip, you start feeding me the hose.
Look, how much do you want, man?
Just give me all of it. Just give me all you got.
All right. Nothing a good snaking can't take care of. Hey, you chickies want to join us for a few beers? Always good to wash away the end of the day.
I am a junkie. Me. I'm not a bad guy, but here I am, living hit to hit. Alright, cool. Alright, this time make faces like you're talking.
Okay.
Not like moving your mouth, but something to where where we know that it's your voice talking.
Okay.
So as I say stuff, you make the expressions that would go with that. Right? Alright, we're rolling. Figure out our schedule plan now. Alright, so we got one of our indoor scenes out of the way. We still got to get you running down the hall when you're deciding to go after him. Pulling out the hammer, coming in, killing him.
show up. I want somebody, once we get a list of this stuff, and we need to go over this.
All right. Well, this is. I mean, I'm very close to being done here.
In priority. So finish
Let me
that.
finish
let's hit
this. I need 5 minutes, 10 minutes here, and then I'll finish this,
Let me
and
get
then
those.
and then we'll go through it and see what it is we need here.
Do I need to?
Various cop.
Okay.
So we don't actually have these cop cars.
This is close. I'm on the middle of page 4, and there's
How much more time do you need to spend on it?
I'll be on this another 20 minutes.
I think we may have to heat up or something.
Or can we put it on the other side of the car and we see the
plenty of
smoke
juice.
coming up behind it?
Newspapers, and maybe in the kind of bricky shape.
Yeah.
If we got rubber bands or something we can tie, or tape. That's it. I mean, we never see the money. We just see money shape.
Bring it up. See if you got something you think. Man, there is absolutely no room to budge, or you get that gutter train.
Okay, well, good, because I really need this. This is the 3rd time I've seen you guys this week, and it's so important.
Oh, yeah, she.
Okay, sorry. I thought I was waiting to.
Man, this house is full of sexy bitches.
Can we just concentrate on the problem at hand? A little snaking. This should be fixed.
Oh, I'm all about the snake.
It's directed purely at her. Even though you've seen the other 3, you're all about it. But would you call her a hot bitch for me, please? Just to get her back on her.
This house is full of cold bitches.
Okay, so let's.
This house is full of one hot bitch. That one right there, walking away.
The other thing we're going to do is we're going to end up shooting you guys separate from this, so that there's no audio problems. So you guys will be shot. We're going to shoot all that stuff in the bathroom. If we can, let's try. Oh, and the first line, I think it was with the tiny pianist. Yeah, if you can shorten it a little bit for me.
So we are stringing up these plants, which will just be in the background, with our clothespins, which was our object that we received. We're under the stairs. This guy is crazy.
Do you have any more string?
No.
This guy's crazy.
Yes.
Take the first line, drive, before you take anything off.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. And drive, let him go, what the heck? And then take it off, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Put somebody in the back or something? Yeah. Stand by, roll cameras.
Drive! What in the hell? Don't ask questions. Drive! What's that? What do you think it is? It's a bomb. This is what I told them. Drive!
Okay, good. Take two, back to original.
We'll just leave that off screen.
Yeah. So I mean that will be fine.
No, we're
But
just trying to get focused. Get that angle. Let me know. Now.
So ready?
Yeah.
And camera has speed.
Action. Now that is a color of green you don't see every day.
Cut. Yeah, make some sort of like either O or if you can reg, whatever, just some sort of audio.
Gagging almost. Now that's a color of green you don't see every day. Oh. Now that's a color of green you don't see every day.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Alright, awesome. Alright, good. Alright, good.
Woo!
That was cool. Oh, that thing smacked me in the head. Really?
Guys, stop.
Ugh. You
No
okay?
more fighting. Yeah, that one kind of hurt though.
Also hurt my left butt cheek.
That was good. Keep the intensity.
If you can fall here, it's hard.
Keep the intensity up.
Go right of him.
Yeah.
So it's less of a roundhouse. We just need you to start where we see the hand.
Okay, yeah.
Try
Alright.
that once. Stuart, get up. All right, and move on. That's better.
We need a first aid kit. We need a first aid kit, something. Bob cut himself on his watch or something. Do we have any napkins or anything?
Well, I got Band-Aids in my office. Right here.
How far up do you go?
I'm right here on the bottom floor.
You know, this is a big system. It's going to be, you know, periphery is going to be here way before the eye is. The eye's supposed to get here tomorrow night. You know, I don't know when it's going to start raining. We just need to start thinking about modifying our story to maybe take this into account if we can. If we can't, whatever.
It's gonna jump up there.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to throw it up.
Good, go.
Stand by, roll cameras. And action!
My God, are you all right? Yeah.
Please run
Let
around.
go! I have a bomb! Can't do this! Get in, I'm driving.
Calling all cars. Officer needs assistance at Powell Avenue and 20th Street.
Cut.
Hey, they're responding. You know?
A large part of the plot centers around having a backed up tub. And so we're going to fill up the tub and try to make it look like filthy sewer water. Film our last shot in here, and then we move on to the big conversation scene in the dining room, and the den between the girls. And hopefully get that knocked out, and then I can start editing.
That's as good as it gets.
This house is crawling with hot bitches.
Kevin, can we turn that? No, or is that light been on?
That one?
I can take the bulb out.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted. I wish we had a better Pyrex rig. It would be it'd be fun to shoot the whole movie through that Pyrex rig and have the girls coming in and going, ooh, you know, like the plumbers go out to get something out of the truck.
Yeah.
And the girls are in here and they're like talking about boys, you know.
Right now we are making our way to the Cahapa River where we are filming the drowning scene and a few other sequences.
I have to kill my brother. That's, you know, next part of the movie. It's the big finale of the movie. He's all
big
bloody.
hurrah.
Push him in the water. It's my final. It's great.
It's good because it's like less than 5 minutes away from here.
We've also got to find the stuff there. We've got to do a shot where we actually find the drugs. It's kind of during the opening flashback scenes. Very quick montage-ish.
On the riverbanks.
On the riverbanks.
We could go. You could go down and figure out what's there before we push it. Woo! Yeah. Who wants to go in and see?
You.
Me?
Yeah. I don't know about this.
Looks good. Okay. Good. And now.
Can I get a shot of her actually fishing
No,
out here?
I don't think she's going to be fishing. It's got to be a guy.
Okay.
Cut. All right, in the vehicle, gents. We're losing daylight. Action.
Scott, Alan!
And action.
But Anna has a point. You shouldn't settle. This is so sweet. Wish I had a guy to buy me something. Dennis never even bought me dinner.
It's just a cheap way of getting into your pants.
Gud vad fin. Kommer det med en liten pianospelare också eller? Okay, David does not have a small penis.
No, hun. Pianist. Small pianist.
Sidewalk, this is your body of water.
As soon as I can swim,
We
I'll
were
go off
required
the
to use
tree.
body of water, so here it is.
It's gonna start and you've got the duct tape over your mouth, but you can still breathe through your nose, and you're going. It's like you've just woken up, and it's. But once he gets the clothespin on, that's when. And then we cut. Okay, that's all that's in this shot. Okay, and action. Okay, awesome. Sorry. You okay?
You did it, Stu.
All right, let's move up here.
Action. Excellent. One more time. Get out and get in. All right. Here we go. And rolling camera. And action. Drive! Good. Stop.
The shooting went phenomenally. We got through exactly on time. And I'm about 2 hours ahead of schedule on the editing. So I'm figuring that I should be done with the rough by 10:30. I plan on being through by 1 or 2 with an emergency cut, which gives me 18 hours to work on audio, to add music, to sweeten picture, to do everything. I mean, I'm so far ahead of schedule, I could be happier.
He's so gross. What are you thinking?
With the hurricane possibly coming in, there's the fear that we'll lose power, which is why I'm rushing to get this emergency edit done. I'm not real worried about it, but better safe than sorry. But out of every problem that I've ever run into on a shoot before, out of every problem that I anticipated, none of them have happened. It's beautiful.
I don't know what they're doing over there. This isn't a forest action adventure movie. This is film noir.
And you'd be in the water already.
Film noir.
Mom, move!
Film noir sitcom.
You have to make a film noir / sitcom.
Oh yeah.
Well, we're almost at the end of the day. We're tired, so we're not as urbane and witty as we were at the beginning when you saw us doing our lines. But we've enjoyed this experience.
As we've been filming today, the editors have been editing. I have not had a single input. All my input came from what was shot. And they look at that and see how it is best put together. When they put together a scene and it's finished, they send it over the internet to the band, and the band gets a small version of the scene, and they begin to write the music for it.
We're making right now kind of sound banks. This sounds good, this sounds good, this sounds good. Tomorrow we're going to take those pieces and we're going to put those with these shots. We're going to figure out which ones work the best, and we're going to nix these, we're going to like these, and we're going to mix the other ones up. But everything's created from last night until we turn it in.
I've been editing since yesterday night at 7. It's about noon on Sunday, and I slept from about 2 o'clock to 9 o'clock, so 7 hours. And that was my first sleep of the weekend. Well, I took a nap yesterday. That was like 20 or 30 minutes. I'll have music to this soon, hopefully, in which case I'll cut to it and it'll make a lot more sense. Right now, don't worry about it flowing too much because it's going to matter a lot on what the music is, but Dylan's playing piano stuff, doing all these happy chords and stuff, so it'll be completely different from the rest of the movie. So the hope is we have this moment that's really happy with this brax to the max exclamation mark, and then it just goes
I am a junkie.
So that.
Our main character's desire is to break out of his life and go to Tahiti and take his friend with him. So we've created a brochure in the beginning. It handles our sunset requirements, since Dennis has really ruined any chance we have of getting a real sunset. And it gives it gives a brochure in the beginning that gives him the idea to rob the bank. Then at the end of it, instead of saying visit Tahiti, we're going to kind of recreate the thing and greetings from Tahiti, and we're going to green screen, I think, our two characters in front of it, relay this thing out to give us some space and roll our credits up through here.
The only way that you're going to get better is to get experience. The only way you're going to get experience is to get out there and do it. And your first time out may suck, maybe the worst thing anyone's ever seen, but if you're open to the criticism, if you listen honestly to yourself and to what other people tell you, then you have no place to go but to get better.
My favorite memory of this whole thing is this sequence in here of them driving. These shots, we don't have any kind of hook up to a car. I am laying on Dylan's hood, standing on his bumper, holding up a car, and we're driving down downtown, down 23rd Street. So this is me just
Max paid the bills,
standing on the
so
car.
I had to help out. Otherwise,
And then this one is me laying across the top of the roof. This is me laying across the top of the roof, peering down through the window, holding the camera upside down as we drove down the street. That was the scariest shot. I think in some moments you see my feet through the window. Hey, Dylan.
We got something. We got to have something here.
I don't know. How about some beer? Yeah, beer.
We started off very, very strong. I think we had a lot of the components. We had the action part of it, in the sense that as much action as you can have from a 60 and 70-year-old guy, and we really were emphasizing the buddy thing, and buddy things really kind of come across as comedies, Thelma and Louise, and the new Starsky and Hutch movie, a lot of those things, Midnight Run. I mean, they're very funny by nature, I think, and we had a very light, very strong start with this thing, and I think when we started splitting up, since we didn't really have a clear vision of our story this time as we did last time, we started bringing things in that were being interpreted differently, and
When we first got them in the editing room, we thought they were very dark and very different from what we expected, and we really didn't know how to edit it. So we had to have a very quick meeting and see, are we on track to finish this thing, or have we got a huge problem here?
I believe it's the top 15 teams will be shown in competition, and the judges decide which of the 44 become the top 15. The rest are shown non-competitively. You can pretty much guarantee that 5 or 10 will be disqualified for one reason or another. It gets turned in late, doesn't get turned in at all. They don't use one of the inspiration items. They go over time limit. Every single time something happens to some of the teams like that. The first scramble out, I was 5 minutes late and didn't make it in the competition.
With the scramble, what they do is they have a couple different prizes. They have inspiration items prize, where if you use your items we had to use to make our movie about really well, you get $250. Best in show, which is the judges give you the best score, is $500, and audience choice award is $250. And then there's a bunch of other little prizes, awards that don't have prizes, like best directing, best editing, and the only time we've ever won anything was February last year. We got Judge's Choice Award for Best Comedy. So we're moving along in a different direction this time. I don't think we'll get Best Comedy.
What next? I don't know. How about some beer? Yeah, beer. Yeah. What next? I don't know. How about some beer? Yeah, beer. What next? Well, I don't know. How about some beer? Yeah, beer.
All right, I'm gonna do a check on that. Okay.
Okay. Can you?
How about some beer?
If I
It's too hot. Yeah.
let me out. This thing has just got to come together at the end, and nobody really knows how that happens. It just sort of coalesces, by itself. It becomes, it achieves a life of its own, basically.
There is an ego thing here, definitely, but for me, it's much more important that the 18 or 20 people that worked on this film can all walk away with a DVD and show it to their friends and family and be proud of it. They won't be embarrassed of it. They won't say, oh, this is great except for this. I really want to have a good 5-minute piece that everyone involved in can be happy with and proud of. But if we win, it'd be nice too.
All right, we're done. Go. So we're finally done with the movie. We got it finished in time. It was actually the most laid-back post-production we've had. We've always been at least relatively close to finishing, close to the deadline, and we've been just fine-tuning for hours, so good stuff.
In terms of the hard numbers, everyone wants to know these, so we'll let you know. We had 44 Scramble teams that signed up to participate. 43 of them actually set out to make films on that weekend, and we had 38 that finished on time. Best cinematography?
Yeah, that's
cinematography goes to, again, Special Jury Award. What? Insomniactive for their for their film Tvaarok Marok Vria Het Gemidden.
All right, Insomniactive.
Backed up again. I really need to get this fixed. I have a huge date tonight.
Don't worry, Molly. We'll get it fixed. No problem. Ain't nothing but a thing, sweet cheeks.
Okay, great. I really appreciate it. the third time I've seen you this week, and it's just really important.
Okay. This house is crawling with hot bitches.
Focus. Do you have the snake?
Let's get it on.
This is so sweet. I wish I had a guy who'd buy me gifts. You know, Dennis never even bought me dinner. It's just a cheap way to get into your pants.
Gud vad fil. Kommer det med en liten pianospelare också eller?
Okay, David does not have a small penis.
No, hun, pianist. Small pianist.
We're gonna need the big snake for this one.
This bitch is tight.
Well, little Dave better have something big in his pants because there's not much else there.
What do you mean? He's a nice guy.
Whatever. He's stringing you along. You are nothing but a fuck to him. No, he's really not that nice to you, and there are plenty of other guys out there that would be so much better for you. You know, the plumber in the blue shirt is kind of cute.
All right, I'm gonna bend over the tub, get a good grip. You start feeding me the hose.
How much you want? I got a lot.
Världen är en smörgåsbord av olika män. Man ska smaka lite av varje sort.
So bad. But Anna's got a point. You know, why settle? Especially for a guy that buys you cheap shit.
Okay, well that is all going to change tonight. I'm going to make him notice me. I've got a nice dinner, Pinot Noir, candlelit bath, a clean house. It's gonna be great.
No! Don't force it!
What are those idiots doing in there?
Oops, sorry about that.
Nej lilla, han har redan gjort mig lite våt.
You can't be serious.
Mullet man? He's so gross. What are you thinking?
Now that's a color of green you don't see every day. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Anna, that's foul.
Whatever floats your boat.
And your boat ain't floating, honey.
Yeah. I know.
Hey, Molly. I think we got everything fixed in here. And listen, we've been out several times this week, so how about this one's on us?
Yes, sir. Nothing a good snaking can't take care of.
He does good work. Yeah, anyway, if we have to come back out, this is my card, and that's my personal number.
Hey, you chickies want to join us for a beer? Always wash away at the end of the day. That's my motto.
What the hell? I'm tired of wine anyway. Well, I might as well go too. Bye, hon. Good luck on your date tonight.
Like I said, I think we got everything fixed, but if I had to come back, that wouldn't be such a bad thing.
Winner of the Best Acting Award, this is also a special jury award, goes to The Stickmen Drive.
Go
it's me. Could you give me a ride downtown? I need to go by the bank.
Don't ask questions. Drive.
What's that?
What do you think it is? It's a bomb. At least that's what I told them. Drive. Can't you go faster? There's a cop back there. What have you done? What do you think? I robbed a bank. What? My God, are you all right? Yeah. Let it go! I got a bomb! You can't do this! Get in, I'm driving!
Calling all cars, calling all cars. Officer needs assistance at 20th
Uh-oh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Uh-oh.
It's overheated.
What's overheated?
You might want to put your thermostat back in.
My thermostat?
I needed something that would trigger my bomb.
You have lost your mind.
No, I haven't. I've never felt more alive in my life. For 40 years I worked in that bank. 40 years counting other people's money, and I didn't get a dime. There's a world out there that I want to see, and by God, I'm gonna see it before I die. I'm gonna taste it. I want to go to the Champs-Elysees, and I want to see a sunset in the South Pacific. You can come with me. There's nothing holds you back. It's time we lived our lives with a little panache.
Panache! You have lost your mind. Uh-oh.
All right, Best Directing's the next one. This is, in fact, the final special jury award. Those of you who were hoping for, you know, best use of a severed arm, there is no special award for that this year. Best Directing Award is coming up now. Again, a cut up sun or a gear or something. Goes to such bated breath, waiting, anticipation, because once I tell you, it'll all be over. Best Directing goes to Team Soppy Suit. Cracks to the max.
We're Team Soppy Suit.
I am a junkie. Me. I'm not a bad guy, but here I am living hit to hit. Now there's your bad guy.
I need you to drive.
Max paid the bills, so I had to help out. Otherwise, I didn't get involved. Cut and dry, no questions. But it didn't used to be like that. With a mom in the nut house and a dad in the grave, we had to cling to each other. Then we found it. We thought we were lucky. Only we knew, and that's how I wanted to keep it. But Max wanted more. Max wanted money.
Turn left.
I thought about ending it. Ending me. But what about Max? I knew things I didn't want to. I had to change them, make them right. One sun sets, another sun rises.
Let's give the filmmakers a round of applause for participating. Having done my last film over 10 years ago, I'm amazed that you guys all did a film in less than 48 hours, especially on a hurricane weekend, so congratulations. So thanks again. We'll see you next time. Yay!